Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. We're taking a look here at Rndr token, seeing what's going on, helping you understand best practice, big picture, the whole 9 yards there, and effectively make sure that we stay on track here because we have seen a really nice continuation of the upside previously, back down to a retest of the support range here, and it's really nice to see that little bounce. It's able to buy the dip there at about 205. Feels pretty good to get filled on a low little wick like that. So keep in mind, Bitcoin is kind of figuring itself out right now. We're kind of got a bear flag pennant pattern, and then also a potential, breakout for an ascending type of trend. So Bitcoin's kind of on a razor's edge right now. But cool thing is, coins like this are doing very well in the light of other coins doing terrible. Okay, so alts are getting smashed right now, and Rndr holding strong is a very good sign. Okay, so you're new to this channel, not a financial advisor. Hope you can learn something here today. We'll go and draw some new Fibonacci retracement levels, see what's going on. And obviously, if you want to become a better trader, cryptocash.tech is a website linked down below. We did take some healthy profits here recently, 20% in 8 hours from APT, and our AJAX trade at 32% in roughly 2 days there. We're going to send out more swing trades here soon. We just got to wait for Bitcoin to kind of figure itself out. It's important to know what that's doing before you take any altcoin trades. But more specifically, we have day trades coming in the community here in the next week or two. We're just ironing out the details, making sure that we understand specifically what I guess more so ironing out the strategies there. We just got to get the strategy together, if you will, for our Cornix. Conversation run another day. Just letting you know that is an option. You can become a better trader at cryptocash.tech. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about this here. So on the daily, where we just draw some new Fibonacci retracement levels, we can see the price came back down to this most recent resistance, right? You see how that wicks just right down perfectly to that level. So we can see that that is a very firm support level at 203. We're rounding up a little bit, but 203. We're looking at the RSI. We are above 50 and below 70. Awesome stuff there. We've got a potential convergence on the stochastic RSI, but you typically never trust the first one. It's the double bottom or top that you want to really kind of recommend looking at. So we're going to worry about that a little later. We want to focus though here on the fact that we have a MACD divergence potential. Last time it diverged, quote unquote, bunny ears, right? The price bounced off that level and came up higher. Okay, so it doesn't mean it's going to just drop like a rock because of it. This has a lot of momentum, good ascending potential here too. If we want to go ahead and kind of put that on the chart so we can kind of see that we're looking pretty nice to the upside there, continuing higher. One thing that's cool about this too is if you see that trend line I just drew, it's concurrent in most cases with a 20-day simple moving average on the daily. That's fantastic to be able to see that. Because the price coming up the way that it is right here, you can tell that it's doing very well for itself, and we're maintaining that level. Okay, the fact that it wicked down and bounced perfectly off that level, plus the most recent resistance turn support, is reaffirming the fact that 203 is likely the most lowest point in which we'll see Rndr token go, at least in the immediate future. Perhaps things will change once we break down below that, but that's a very positive sign. Let's take a look at the 4 hour and kind of see if we have anything similar. We are getting rejected tentatively by the 20-day simple moving average. Correction, that's the 50-day SMA. The 20 is below the price action now. So what this could do inevitably is give us a golden type of cross here where the 20 intersects with the 50 in upward fashion. That is a bit of a stretch though. I personally don't think that that pattern is 100%. It's definitely not perfect. It does have an increased likelihood of occurring, but it's better when it's the 50 and the 200, not the 20 and the 50. Regardless, positive there. We're above 50 on the RSI. Money flow index is increasing. We need to see more volume in order for the price to sustain itself. And it's awesome. The price actually came down here. That effectively was the buy the dip scenario there, which I did recommend doing in my Twitter, of course. I can try to find that later for you, but generally speaking, while we're here, consider helping us here. Follow, like, retweet all of our stuff to help us just kind of grow this community. It's really awesome. We give you fundamental technical data on all the current coins that I'm covering, and of course some really important data as well with both fundamental, technical. We covered our covered the Fed rate meeting yesterday with a live stream. That was really fun. So cool stuff there. Just be sure to be aware of that, enable alerts so you can kind of be abreast on everything. Take a look at though at the 4 hour MACD. This is what I'm really excited about. We got a strong convergence here. This is a very typical sign for a bullish trend, right? So just say 24 hours ago when we had that convergence on the MACD, that led us to this push up here. Speaking of which, you can kind of see this here as well. Look how great this is. I like when I see these kind of patterns here, when you can see the price action working its way up into an ascending type of wedge pattern, where we keep retesting that same resistance level, just a matter of time before it breaks out. It really is inevitable at this point, I feel personally, for Rndr. So that being said, that's a very good sign. You can see that little resistance level here holding, but also breaking, if you will. Okay, so really cool stuff there. Let's take a look at the hourly and kind of see. We're establishing higher lows. Fantastic news. Establishing higher highs tentatively, and what I mean by tentatively is they're basically parallel highs. That does imply that we will see an ascending type of wedge. slash breakout here in the inevitable future. Okay, so the price will do one of two things. It'll continue to retest this level and break to the upside, or it'll continue to come over here, maybe trend a little bit lower, and then break later. Okay, now it doesn't always break at the exact same time, but with us making higher lows, the important thing here is to recognize that this next low cannot be lower than this level here at about 220. To me, 220 is a pretty strong support. I think we're going to hold that level regardless. If the price comes down, we could see a little bit of a double bottom before it takes off again. Okay, a lot of different scenarios here, but most of them are bullish and looking very, very positive. I love what I see here so far for Rndr token. So all in all, great stuff here. I may actually consider sending a signal out here soon once we get a little bit more confirmation. I love what I see, but the bottom line here is that Rndr is a strong token. I think there's a great chance we're going to see further upside. I will send out my potential playout chart once again on our Twitter. I always send those out for relevant coins. And obviously make sure, again, you come on over there, help us out with growing the channel. Same thing with this one as well too, YouTube. We need to get this to grow, continue to get the price and everything kind of up higher with all these coins. Okay, so again, great stuff there. Absolutely happy to see this. Thanks again so much for joining me. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a great rest of your day.